In today's video, we take a look at man who threw his girlfriend out of his house after he could not take it anymore, and this man here who refused to pay for everything and left her during the date. But before we jump in, please make sure to subscribe the channel and turn on the bell notification.
I don't play no whole lot of games now.
I'm tired of it. I've been dealing with this for too long. She gotta go. Now, before anybody got anything to say or trying to judge me for what I'm doing, I'm gonna tell y'all what's really going on. I can't do it no more. I done told this woman 7 times to leave my house. Get out, it's over. I don't want to be with her no more. I can't be with you. You don't want to do nothing for yourself. She don't want to better herself. She want to sit around and play the victim and act like I'm the problem. I'm not the problem. This all the stuff, she got to go. I asked
hear the fucking frustration in his voice, man. I mean, you can hear the pain in his voice. You know, and like what makes this worse is there's a lot of men there letting these chicks move into their houses and that they just met or dating them for 6 months. Oh, come on in. And then they won't leave, homie. They're not gonna leave. And legally, you can't even do much. Honestly, if they've been there for more than 30 days, you cannot do much. That's it. In majority of places. Pick and choose wisely. His patience has run out. He's frustrated. He's angry. There are so many men that are going through the same exact thing. And you have to do what's best for you, homie. He's right. You have to do what's best for you. But you need to find peace in your life. I found peace in Jesus. That's my life. That's me. I tell you guys all the time, get closer to God, work on yourself, build yourself as a man. These women need to come last. Your future needs to come first. That's it. Stay cold.
You know, there is a reason why most men today would prefer to be in solitude than date these modern women, and that's because they are tired of the games, and it's not like there is anything new. It's the same old story, and men are tired of it, and the women who think that they have a God-given right to everything, just like this woman here.
So apparently the bar is in hell because this story is crazy. So last night I was out with my girlfriend and we went to MCK Restaurant and Bar, which is in Atlanta. And we're at the bar, we're chilling. There's this guy that kept trying to make eye contact with me. He's like trying, but I'm trying not to because I wasn't feeling him, whatever. Fast forward 20, 30 minutes later, we're sitting at the bar. This guy is now standing next to me and he asked me, he's like, so what are you drinking? And I was like, it's a lemon drop. Well, it was a strawberry lemon drop with Casamigos Reposado in it. He clearly had a little alcohol in the system. So he let me know that this was like a punk drink or whatever. And I'm like, whatever. But he proceeds to get the bartender. My drink's almost gone. So he's like, get whatever she's drinking and can you get me a water? So I'm like, okay, he's buying me a drink, whatever. So she makes the drink, right? She brings the drink to me. She sits it in front of me. I look over to him. I say, thank you. He said, you're welcome. So I'm sitting there.
I don't know what is his intention yet, but he should not be buying her any drinks, because as said earlier, most modern women don't deserve this courtesy.
Sip the drink one time, put the drink down, and then he grabs the drink. And I'm like, I asked him, and he's standing right next to me. I can see the drink, everything. But I asked him, I said, why are you holding the drink? He said, well, you're not drinking it. I said, I'm just taking my time, you know, just sipping the drink. And he said, okay. And then he put it back down, right? Drink was in my sight the whole time. So I take another sip. I put it back down. And then he takes the drink again. And I was like, why do you keep grabbing the drink? I said, did you buy it for me or are we sharing it? Like, what's going on? And he said, oh no, I bought this drink for me, and walks away. I was like, what just happened? Like, it was the craziest thing. And I looked over to my friend and I told her what happened. She's like in shock, but girl, I was like, was this serious? And it made me think, like, so many dudes are watching these podcasts and they're listening to what the men are telling them on TikTok and all these things. And I just low-key felt like he was trying to like teach me a lesson in some kind of way, which nothing was learned. Like, sir, you look like the fool. But it was baffling, to say the least.
I don't know why he did it, but whatever he did worked like a charm, cause it was enough for you to make such a long video about it, complaining and ranting. So I guess he wasn't a simp to say the least, just like the guy in this clip.
I have never hit the block button so fast on a man that I met up with in my entire life. I hate being mean. Like, even if a guy is just a complete douche, I always want to let them down in like a nice way, just because I'm like, maybe they're just having a bad day, but I definitely don't want to hang out with them again. Okay, check this out. I go on a date with this guy. We had been DMing probably since like February, off and on, not super regularly, but here and there. And back in, I think it's February or March, he asked me if he could take me out sometime. And I'm like, yeah, sure, my schedule's really busy though, so maybe later. And he's all, okay. So fast forward to a couple months later, we finally decide to go on a date, right? First of all, this man did not look like his pictures, okay? All right? I don't care who you are. Catfishing is so rude because you show up and you expect to see something and then that's not what you get. And it's just like, okay. And then you try to get yourself out of this headspace for the remainder of the date. Okay. So that happened to me. And then, so we realized that we went to high school together. So we were talking about people that we went to high school with. And I brought up a couple different names. He's like, oh yeah, I used to fuck her. And I'm like, did I hear that right? That was weird.
Yes, it is, and it also shows a lot about your character as well, cause if your friends were sleeping with other guys during high school, then there is a high chance you did as well, and that makes you nothing but damaged goods.
And then later on, we were talking about, I got in a really bad motorcycle accident last summer, and he's been in a motorcycle accident. So somehow that came up in conversation and we were just talking about it and I'm like, yeah. And then I recently fell off my deck and hit my knee on a rock. So now I have like 2 bum knees that I'm like trying to heal and deal with right now, which is so frustrating. And this man dead, looks me in the eyes and goes, well, you probably don't have a great sex life then, do you? And I was like, basically spit my margarita onto myself and I was like, excuse me? And he was all, you know, because clearly you can't get on your knees. When I tell you that I left that restaurant so fast, and then he still texted me and was like, I would really like to take you out again sometime. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. So I texted him back and I said, I'm really intentional about dating and I don't see this going anywhere, because I was trying to be nice about it even after that, whatever that was. Do you want to know what he texted me back? It's fine. I don't really want to spend my time with shallow people anyway. First of all, you are the one who looked gross compared to your pictures, and then you were making all these nasty comments. I mean, get the fuck out of here, dude. Get out of here.